Now, I've been doing a little bit of digging, and there, because of the danger of Revolution Washington being kicked off of TikTok at any moment, I got this thing about downloading the data. It got me into the analytics. Now, I know I've been suppressed for a really long time. So I went back and I tried to figure out exactly when everything kind of started. I noticed it after Election Day. I was live for about 9 hours, and I started calling out all the mail-in votes that weren't showing up. And I just went from there. So, that was on the day. And then I noticed funky things happening. And check out the week of the election, what had happened. Now pay attention to the numbers of how many followers on the graph going up to the week of the election and into December, and then plateaued drastically. Check this out. Now, between November and January of 2025, many members of the Revolution Washington family were getting like absurdly suppressed and threatened and everything else. For almost a year, since January, I haven't gained more than 2,000 followers or more than 5,000 views in almost a year. These are the numbers from the analytics, ladies and gentlemen. And somebody requested my data in 2 different occasions right after the election. And it wasn't me. Guilt by association, I guess. And I started fishing around, and I requested my data, and I had to go back and watch the video a whole bunch of times because I had no idea, never even heard that you could do that, no idea how to do it. And when you request your data, I've done it 2 days in a row now, it shows in the history of all of my data being requested at 2 different points. Check out the dates. Ladies and gentlemen, when I felt crazy about the attacks and everything else and how frustrating it's been being suppressed for so long on this app, I do need to implore you to not only follow Revolution Washington and across the pond, but also the other content creators that you enjoy. Because when you're a target, you're a big target. And it's hard enough getting everything out with all the different types of suppression. So, go to, Chatter Social, YouTube, Spotify podcast, Substack. Revolution Washington's on all of them, as is Across the Pond and the rest of the network. We need to stay diligent. We need to stay educated. We need to be kind. Because no matter what, we are all in this together. And no matter what happens with all this craziness, we need to keep these families together, these communities together, because that's our superpower, that's our strength. So don't give up, ladies and gentlemen. We got this. And the reason they're silencing all our voices, because they don't want any of us to know how much support we have. But know it's out there. God bless. Be safe.